All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about airbags. The reason I'm going to talk about airbags is because they're so dangerous. This airbag right here, I guess we'll talk about this airbag first. This is what they call a pancake. It's a double bellow. It is actually mounted closest to the hinge point, so getting it out is a little bit of a task. As you can tell, we cut the air inlet and we cut the studs to get us some clearance. But in the end, what ended up happening is we went ahead and we had to remove the tire to allow the axle to drop down. The trailer was loaded, so we had to remove the wheel. We had to allow the axle to drift down. Luckily, it was a twin axle, so I had the other axle holding the trailer up. One of the things a lot of people do is they'll pinch off the line on the busted airbag. They'll release the leveling valve and they'll get the airbags to go maximum height. In other words, as much pressure as they can handle. That is not the correct way to do it. A lot of people do it that way. I'm not going to argue with it, but just be aware that those airbags, you don't know how old they are. You don't know how much abuse they've been through. And when you bypass the leveling valve and you force those airbags to go max height, you are stressing the bags beyond their engineered design. So what can happen? Well, what can happen is you can be trying to get this airbag in here, and then all of a sudden the airbags pop, and then guess what? You're gonna be like this. You're gonna lose them digits. So be careful. Always be prepared for an airbag, especially the road guys. Man, you know, the road guys, we got to do what we got to do on the side of the road, but at some point in time, you just got to be smart. If you don't have enough jacks, if you don't have enough bracing, if you don't have enough blocks or whatever it is that you need to keep yourself safe, you're just going to have to go back, go get some of that stuff and come back, and the driver's just going to have to bite the bullet. Hey, I know he's in the logbook, but it's not our fault. It's nobody's fault. It's just, that's what happens. Airbags, like I said, everyone's different. I know the big tall ones, the ones that are at the end of the arm, those are a lot easier to get in and out. But like this one, it was real tough. And the other thing is you don't want to be disconnecting the leveling valve and making the air bags max pressure, because you do risk the chance of blowing a bag out and it coming down on you. God forbid one of the bags blows out near your face, because then you might lose sight. You might, it just goes on and on. Hey, go look up OSHA. They have a lot of videos. They have a lot of cases where people have lost fingers, hands, arms, feet because of airbags. So be careful out there, guys.